What is there a story of a thing?
I mean, there is. Oh, but see, I don't know if I want to tell it because it's like.
Can you be vague about it? There was a time where this sort of thing happened.
I mean, basically, like I said, I had great parents. I had a very good childhood. My parents did the best they could and were awesome, and I still am like fucked up by things. So people who have bad parents, I mean, you still get fucked up even if you have good ones.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You always got your shit.
You always got your shit. And so mine was that my parents owned a small business in a small town, and then which they built like from scratch and like made it into this huge business. And then my dad had many, many medical problems. And then my sister also had medical problems and was just kind of like very rebellious growing up. And so I learned from a young age that I needed to not make trouble. Like my job was to be a good kid. Mm-hmm. And if I do that, I get the attention and the kudos and all of that. And even like the times in which I would act out, which was pretty minor, especially like very young. Like I was not a rule breaker at all. And just had tremendous guilt associated with any of that. Also was a diehard Christian, so that was part of it too. But the thing I always felt was like, it wasn't, oh no, my parents are going to be angry. Oh no, my parents are going to be disappointed. It was like, oh no, my parents have another thing to worry about. And like, no, don't be a burden kind of thing.
And welcome to Tyler Is Groce, podcast about a comedian. Me. I talk to my successful friends about life, self-improvement, growth. What are you struggling with? What are you doing? I learn all their vulnerabilities so I can crush them at whatever they're doing. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a good one today. It's Rachel, my good friend Rachel Austin. She's a funny improviser. She's a funny badass bitch. And she is a ball buster. Ooh, she's a ball buster. And we be busting each other's balls. And she don't even got none. But we still did it, and we had a great time doing it. And this was one where I really wanted to put on more of an interview hat and really dig in to what the fuck she was doing. And Rachel's a person who likes to talk. That's what we have in common. We get together and we gab and we talk, and she will go off on what I ask. And it was just a refreshing episode. I was tired, it was late, but she came over and she crushed it, and it was funny and it was silly, and it was hopefully vulnerable, and good things were said. And I don't know, I really like this one. This one was a special one, so I hope you enjoy it. Come out. I just updated. I got a website, Tyler Is Groce, that has all my live show dates on there. Of course, I got my Instagram and my TikToks. I got TJ Groce. I got TikTok. It's all on the website. Go on the website and you can find everything you need to know about me. Tyler Is Groce. I have a show. I have a show at the Fallout on the August 27th at 10 p.m. Tyler Groce and Friends. I'm headlining, bringing some friends out, telling some jokes. Come do that. 130, baby, 130 subscribers. Thank you so much for anyone who's joining us. Hopefully you're watching this. That'd be great. But otherwise, who cares? Just watch my stand-up clips and my podcast clips. That's fun too. So much fun stuff going on. I'm also I don't know who is in Wichita, Kansas, but I'm gonna be there this weekend. If you're watching this when it's coming out on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 11th through the 13th. At Looney Bins. So come check me out with the great J.R. Brow. So check me out, because I'm checking you out, and you look great. So watch this, enjoy it, and, Godspeed, everybody. Love you.
Hey, Kyle said that your black silk sheets are a power move.
Thing to say. I don't know what that means. I did this last time. I didn't like the way it looked.
You didn't like the way it looked?
Feet up on the table. You're a little loud. I'm gonna turn you down.
Yeah, I'm a very loud person. And you
just a smidge. Smidge.
You just tell me if I need to hold it closer, further, project, go softer. Be quiet? Do you mean be quiet?
I think with you, especially tonight, you know, we're a little tired.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna have a range, so it's gonna be hard.
You get loud, bitch.
I'm like, you're gonna be like, yeah, you know, it's just
yeah, you
like,
know,
whatever.
I'm just like divorced. It's
And
like
then
my
I was
one
like,
thing.
bitch.
Wait, is that you talking or is that me doing an impression of you?
You something.
No, if I was doing the impression of you, it'd be the and another thing.
Yeah, that's a good one I do.
Yeah.
And another thing.
It's a little head thing too.
Yeah.
It's great. I love that.
It's basically like, what's this one? The whip and the nay-nay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why you do it?
No, I invented it. They took
Oh,
it.
you invented
They took it from me.
So doing this podcast, have you noticed the fact that you say this and that a lot?
No, I haven't. I've been noticing I say like too much. You know, like sometimes I'm like, you know, like how you're out there and
Yeah.
I was talking to her and I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what? I do that too much.
I don't know if you do it too much. You just do it.
I sound like a bitch. That's the problem.
Oh.
Oh,
Is
that's
that something? That's something you're trying to avoid.
That's not the only thing that makes you sound like a bitch, Tyler. That's not the only thing.
Are we making a list?
We're recording. We're going. We're starting.
Oh, we're going right
Yeah.
now. What am I doing? I was looking at something on my phone. Oh, I know what it was. Okay.
I bought this vape for a sketch.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about this rig you're holding.
It's a Escobar's vape. They're very popular.
Yeah, is popular good?
No, I'm not saying it's good. I needed it for a sketch that I had an idea for.
Yeah.
And also me and Brittany.
You couldn't borrow someone's?
Can't borrow a vape. It's
You
like,
100% can
it's like
borrow.
borrowing toilet paper.
You don't borrow toilet paper.
It's like borrowing.
I
toilet paper.
like mine as a hand me down. It makes me feel cozy.
Your toilet paper.
Yeah, and also
You wipe and you're like, Tyler.
well, actually, it's not because of the coziness that I think
Well,
that.
because it's so blank. I don't want to be disrespectful.
I was shitty.
Your pussy shitty?
Oh well.
Well, because I went from the front.
Oh yeah, sorry. Excuse me. I didn't notice which
you go
direction.
front. You go back to front, right?
No, you go front to back.
It's so
Was that?
Women.
I was actually gonna say. I felt like a test a little bit. That felt like you testing me to make sure I do go the right direction. I know what direction is right.
Say, I do have a vagina.
Yeah. Well, we're not. Okay, let's not make any promises.
Hey, listen. Yeah, but no,
You know what? There's an opening and it's fun.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. No, but I need this for a sketch, and then
Yeah.
we got it and we filmed
Yeah.
the sketch, and now I just have it.
Now you just have it.
Should I not? Is it gonna trigger?
No, not at all. I would. I think vapes are for bitches.
I
So
wouldn't.
that's one. That's one of the.
I
bitch
also
things.
wouldn't care if you were like, Tyler, do you mind? I quit smoking. I really need some.
I just think vapes. I really do. I really, when I see them, I'm like, just fucking smoke.
What?
Just smoke a cigarette, you little bitch. Like oh, that's right. I forget how talented you are. Look at you. Being a little
Blows.
dragon.
Who? Oh, a dragon.
A dragon.
Oh my gosh, how are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
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 I've been doing all right. I feel like today I feel weird because I had a realization I've been like procrastinating majorly with work, but I think it's because I feel a little burnt out, and so,
Yeah.
but like
You do a lot.
I do a lot, but I like can't. Like I have literally done so little the last few weeks, like last 2 weeks, and I'm like, I
Okay.
can't.
Is it one of those things? Does anyone notice?
They're going too soon for.
Is there like a
sure.
presentation? And it's like Rachel, if you don't mind.
No, I would never be able to do that. Like I'm not that ballsy,
Yeah.
but it's like, no, I mean, honestly, they'll notice because I'll have a nervous breakdown trying to catch up. They're like, Rachel, why are you crying working on the budget? And I'm like, it's fine. I love my job.
Oh boy. Why have you been procrastinating? Just too much fun?
Well, that's just it. This is where I don't really want to self-examine, but you know, you have to be like a. Wait, is it gonna look weird if I put my feet up? Ooh, maybe you'll get the feet people.
Ooh, feet.
Yeah.
Hey, all my feet heads.
Yeah,
at Rachel
yeah.
Austin.
Oh my god.
At Rachel Austin
oh my
feet.
god. I love the idea of people with feet
gonna
fetishes calling themselves feet head.
Hey,
Feet head.
my feet head, where my toe heads
Where
at.
are my toe heads at? My
Hey,
ankle,
go
where
ahead.
were my ankle biters? Yeah.
Hey,
Those are younger viewers.
Hey, toes or heels? Leave it in the comments which you prefer.
Is a heel a sandwich?
The heel of sandwich?
That feels like
It's like a sandwich. Like, I don't do the heel. I save the heel for last.
Yeah. Is the heel the armpit of the foot?
You think? What if a foot fetish guy was dating a girl, but she only had heels?
Then actually that would actually just be the end of a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all she has. She's like, listen,
Heels are just the end of a leg.
Yeah.
And then we've put something on the front of it to make a foot. And I say we, God, which we all are. God.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that College Station boy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's me. You grew up around College Station?
I grew up.
You just knew of it.
No, I grew up 45 minutes away, Madisonville, small town. College Station was like my big city growing up. So we went.
It's ridiculous.
Or we went for dates, and
you went 45 minutes away for a date?
I went an hour and a half. I went an hour and a half away for a date.
The drive there is the date.
I mean, yeah.
I'm tired by the end of it.
You know who likes roadhead? Teenagers.
You would just give roadhead?
Both ways.
How you eat pussy on the road?
Well, it's like finger blasting.
That's not road. That's not head.
Well, fine. Okay.
I gave
road finger blasting.
I gave a girl heel on the car one time.
Also, I just imagine when you're doing it, you're going, heel.
Ready?
Yeah, so I'm bitch been procrastinating. So I think I'm getting like a little worked up about it, but otherwise been doing really good. I've been really exploring getting back in touch with sports and activities I did as a teenager.
Doing them.
Yeah, and enjoying them.
Because you were a soft basketball.
I played all sports.
Oh, did you?
I really did.
Did you run track?
I did.
Whoa, were you fast?
No. I did the mile, and I did do the 400 meter relay. Or mile relay,
What's
I guess.
your best time?
Ooh, for a lap, I think it was. I honestly think it was like 76.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's good or bad anymore.
Ooh.
I just remember getting under 80 was a big deal.
Seconds.
Yeah.
For a quarter of a mile.
Yeah.
I could run a mile in like 15 minutes.
To make my volleyball team, the varsity volleyball team, you had to do a sub 8-minute mile.
Yeah, I wouldn't be playing volleyball.
Yeah, you wouldn't play volleyball.
I hated running.
Yeah, I hated running too. It was my least favorite sport.
What are you playing now?
Right now, I've been getting into like I'm gonna start playing tennis again. I got my racket out and all that stuff.
Can you teach me?
No, I really can't.
Why not?
Time and interest and patience.
Okay, well, can you play with me? I'm really good.
It's like when you say like good at other things. It's always a joke.
What?
You always say that you're good at things. We laugh.
Yeah, I do. It's fun to pretend like you're good at things. You're not.
It really is. I like it.
It's fun to be cocky.
I love cocky.
Well, also I can be cocky around you specifically because you will shit on me.
What?
Like you will if I'm.
That sounds
if
incorrect,
I'm like I can do
sir.
tennis and you're like police and you'll go at me. And that's what's funny. You're the kind of person.
I like how my shit talking is me going, police. You play tennis, police.
How rude.
How rude.
Like Full House catchphrase.
Yeah, exactly.
You got it, dude.
What am I, a queen?
What happened to that? That was your catchphrase.
Oh, no, I still do it.
Do you? I haven't heard it recently.
Well, we haven't hung out that much lately.
Yeah, we haven't.
No, I still say it with some people. Chewy hates it.
Yeah.
And which brings me endless joy. It's great. What am I, a queen? It works.
What am I, a queen?
What am I? I think you have to do the head toss a little bit though. What am I, a queen?
Well, also, but like, I mean, the bit we were doing and making Chewy mad was all the wrong situations to say it in. You're like, hey, do you want some water? What am I, a queen? It's like, okay, that's
it works. It
sort of makes sense.
No, it definitely works.
But it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something where it wouldn't work.
Would you like to say any final words to your father before he passes?
What am I? A queen? Insane.
That's life.
That's life, yo.
And that's improv.
That is improv. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, so I'm excited you're here.
Yeah.
Because you're great.
What?
And because I have questions Not specific.
I do think it's important that when I asked what topic, I said, is there a topic it comes to mind?
Off the top.
I know, off the top.
What I find interesting that we talk about.
I know, but I just think it's hilarious because I read this and I was like, is this what Tyler thinks of me? Which I mean, they're not bad things. But
those are the life things that you learn from.
Powerful, important job.
Strong woman.
Divorce. Second line item.
That happened. You got
Comedy.
divorced. Comedy, okay.
Well, I mean, that's okay. Really working hard over there. Balancing art and 9 to 5.
See, you do that.
For a moment, I did think this said being laid, but then it said being laid off a bunch.
You were over again.
And then, lest we forget dating after divorce.
It's a part 2 of the part 1.
Also, just related, but it comes about traveling solo.
Yeah. What's wrong with all those things?
No, it's just great.
You're making fun of your life.
I know. I'm in it. I can.
Don't blame it on me that I'm like, what is it about me? I don't know these things. You're like, that's stupid. And I was like, well, that's your life.
I mean, I really look down on you for being my friend.
No, I like that. Listen, you're funny, and we talk good. We talk deep. Ooh, so deep.
Ooh, we talk so good.
So deep, so
good.
Oh,
we like it really deep.
Get into it.
Get really into it.
Let me ask you the question.
Do you do ASMR episodes?
Hi, do you need a haircut? Let me go on your left side. A snip, 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 snip. Ow. Let me go in your bangs. Snip, snip. Ow. Is that too close?
No, not close enough. I don't think we have enough eye contact.
It's Edward Scissorhands.
I thought she got her period.
No, from her throat.
Wait a second. That's not where...
It's not where mine comes. It's not where mine comes.
That's where mine comes.
That's not where mine comes. That is where I come.
Well, that's the cummy spot.
That's the cummy.
That's the cummy spot. So what are your questions?
I have an invention. Cum flavored gum. Cum gum. What do you think?
Well, I like that
because it's all salt.
And pineapple.
A hint of artificial fat. It's really salty, but
for whatever reason, when I hear the word cummy, which happens all the time, I always imagine this old lady with like no teeth, but she's a horny lady, and she's like, "Come, give me the cummies, give me the cummies,
cummy worm." That's when it looks like that.
Explain yourself.
A cummy worm.
A cummy worm is when it looks like.
It's when it looks like that.
Yeah.
It's when it's shaped like an S.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. And worm.
The
sexiest versions of cum.
Yeah. Pretty much. Okay, wait. Okay, here are the questions.
What were your questions?
Because the questions.
Am I allowed to smoke on here?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Just don't tell my landlord.
Oh no.
Did you already tell them?
Yeah.
They're not here right now.
What?
Who are you talking to? Oh, that's just Bertram.
Oh, God. Bertram's an excellent name. I'm proud of you for that one.
That was a good pull.
That was a really good pull.
Bertram.
I don't think my thing is heated up. Let's see.
Hit that shit. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Yeah, yeah. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. You know that song?
No.
Dude, I was listening to Beyonce's new album. Have you heard that?
Oh my gosh, I've been listening nonstop.
Really good.
It is so good.
I don't particularly like Beyonce.
I kind of am the same. Where I appreciate her as an artist, but I've never really had an album that I've listened to beginning to end. This one I've been listening on repeat.
I put it on today. I watched. Do you know Anthony Fantano?
No.
He's like a YouTube. He reviews music's albums.
Music's
and music's albums, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And he reviewed it, and he's very critical.
Yeah.
And he's but he's like too critical.
Yeah.
Like he's praising this album for 15 minutes, and he's like, I give it a light 8. I'm like, what do you mean a light 8?
What are you gonna get him? Gonna be a 10?
I mean, and then I listen to one of his 10 albums. I'm like, I guess. Mm-hmm. It was like very like interesting, but I was like, I'm not gonna put this on.
No, I've been listening to it.
He has round glasses but bigger than mine, so lame.
Ooh, I know that type.
I got
a real owl nerdy motherfucker.
I got just the right size.
Just the right size.
Man,
well, you want eyeball size? Anything above that, and it's just like, okay, are you looking for an injury? What's happening?
Or just like it's peacocking.
Look how big his glasses are.
Oh my God, that's such a reflection of the size of his asshole.
Balls. We both didn't go dick.
Look at us. Okay, also the fact that we just did the same words. Is this growth? Are we getting more creative?
Huh? I think so.
Okay, let's hear what these questions are.
Because I would always we would just talk, and then I'm like, am I doing the premise? Am I doing the premise of the podcast? Which is, ask my successful friends about life and growth and self-improvement.
Oh, we're talking about my growth? Okay, so it came in.
I went to the doctor last week, and he said it was benign, but I just don't believe him.
So I actually have a tarot reading tomorrow.
That's going to help you with your
growth.
Inner growth?
Well, it's kind of outer now.
You go to a tarot card reading for medical advice?
Wait.
I got the king with a sword of light.
Oh, so you're saying you can only use tarot card readings for financial advice?
No, for a future. To tell the future, right?
Right.
Right?
But if they were like, you're going to die from skin cancer, you'd be like, I probably should get this checked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wouldn't go to the but no.
Yeah.
I remember Brittany, she had tarot cards, and she was like, you want to...
A white woman.
Yeah, my girl, my white girl.
Your white girl.
I got a
girl in every color.
Every continent, I got a girl. And here, just happens to be white.
Yeah. What are the other ones?
In China, Mexican. Can you believe that? The one Mexican girl in China. Can you believe that?
I can believe that.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lie.
What was I was just saying something. Oh, she had tarot cards.
Yeah.
And she was like, you want to use them to see what's going to happen? But she was like, she's fun.
Yeah.
But she was
fun. She was naked.
She was fun. She doesn't take that seriously.
Yeah,
she pulled them out of her diamond encrusted case.
I love that.
And said a prayer before she gave them to me. She's chill.
Very chill.
Chill.
Very chill.
And she was like, pull a card, like just shuffle it up.
Also, how you keep talking like pull a card.
That's how she talks.
Pull a card.
Pull a card.
Baby. Hey, baby Ty. You want to pull a card?
That she would never call me.
Baby
that.
Ty.
Only you call me that.
You want to pull a card?
Pull a card, baby. Any card, pull a card, any card. Pull it on my pussy, pull it on my pussy. We can put it on my pussy. Put it on my pussy. It's that new Beyonce song. Put it on my pussy. Put it on my pussy. Put it on my pussy. I'm a thick black bitch. Jay-Z cheated on me, but I ain't mad no more because I made 1,000 CDs. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I should just be Beyonce. Anyway, I pulled out the tarot
You
card.
have to get a booty. This will not do.
I'll buy one like she did. Roasted. Whoa. Called her out.
No one is safe.
She's not. she didn't buy her booty.
Yeah. What?
She didn't buy her booty.
Well, how do we define buying your booty? Because
going to a doctor, checking your growth, and then asking him to put in a booty.
Can you move this?
Okay.
Let's get back to the premise.
And then, but first I have to finish my tarot card story.
Oh
she
my
was like,
God.
She was like, shuffle them so it gets your energy, and then draw a card, and that will tell you the answer to your question. Ask the question. So I was just doing it. I was asking the question.
Yeah.
And I pulled
What was
it
the
out.
question?
It's very personal. If I tell you,
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize there was a punchline coming.
If I tell you, it won't come true.
Yeah.
And so I pulled it out, and it was like a queen with serpents in the water. And I was like, wow. I was like, what does this mean? She was like, it means whatever you think it means.
Are you sure?
And I was like, why didn't you just ask me my opinion?
I have to tell you, I know what that card means.
What does that mean?
The question it's answering is, what am I, a queen?
I didn't know it was coming.
You didn't know that was coming? I thought you were going to do it at me.
No.
I was like, you are not going to do my own joke at me.
I'm not. No, I wasn't doing that. No, my joke was just ask me what I think.
Yeah.
Don't
do this whole artifice.
What do you think that means? I think I'm going to be successful. Why don't you just ask me?
We could have skipped this 10 minutes of you praying to your God and sanctifying the cards.
Okay, premise of the podcast. We'll ask
okay,
these
so
questions
let me just go ahead and let everybody know. Let's just get back on track. So my name is Rachel Austin.
Frustrated.
Did we even say my name?
Furious.
Rachel Austin. This is Tyler Groce. And we're here today to have a conversation. Talk about inner, outer, future growth.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You just start whenever you want, baby. Anytime you want.
Thank you so much.
You're going to do great. I'm really proud of you, by the way. Look at you. He's doing this all on his own. Wow. Look at that. Look at that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I did it because of you.
Yeah.
To make you proud. Are you proud?
I am proud. I
That's
actually
good.
really am.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you are. What's your...
Well, go ahead. How dare you try and be... You're like, I'll be earnest to get out of this bit.
I just think you're a really special friend.
Shut the fuck up. Answer the question and ask
Isn't that the best way to kill any joke? See, now you're getting me off again. Isn't that the best way to kill any joke? It's like, that's why you look like a bitch. Actually, my mom was murdered by a bitch.
Oh my God. I was just talking to someone the other day. Oh, okay. So I recently
so annoying.
I was recently on a trip in Spain. I'm very fancy. And while I was there, I spent a great deal of time with my boss because I was there for a work trip. And one time I was a little toasty, having a lot of drinks after like a 16-hour work day. And she's telling me this story. And she says, yeah, and that guy called me a cunt.
Whoa.
And I went, well, were you being a cunt?
And that's why she loses a
so
bunch
many
of jobs.
This is why I've lost. Oh,
this is what they do.
Crush is saying me.
Your crush texted you? What did he say?
Well, he's talking about your sheets.
Did you take a picture of my bedroom and
I
send it
didn't
to
take
him?
a picture. I just described it.
Black satin sheets.
Yes. Oh, I said silk.
I don't know what they are.
I think they're silk. They're not satin.
Go touch them later.
No, thank you.
That's
hard pass.
That's what I do. I bring them in the couch.
No, first you know them for years in comedy.
I invite them to the podcast. I talk to them and I say, hey, you ever touch satin sheets? Or are they silk? I'm not sure.
Come in here.
Come
here and look at
pop
them.
them pants off and tell me what they feel.
You know what's great about that is it's like both predatory and a very hot porn.
Yeah, all the best porn's predatory.
I mean, honestly, guys, let's you know what? Let's be brave. Let's be brave and just put the tiger on the table.
Being inches from death. Women love.
Now, is that the size of the dick that you're referencing?
How big's your dick? Inches from death.
Oh my God. If someone said that to me, I would be like, I am intrigued.
Like, all right, let's see what them sheets do.
This is the worst part of it, actually, when it comes to dating, is sometimes people will say things where I'm like, that is so fucked up. But I am intrigued and I want to know more.
Yeah.
Because I want to understand, like, are you in on the bit? Is this a bit or is this real? Because if it's real, I'm in danger.
You know what I was thinking the other day?
What?
What's your history with self-improvement? What else am I supposed to do? You're not doing it.
You're in the shower.
What's your history?
And you're like,
what's your relationship with it?
Oh man, Tyler, what's your day gonna be like? Actually, while I'm soaping myself, what's Rachel been doing with self-improvement lately?
That's the first one. What's your relationship with it?
Well, I think I do a lot of it. I think in the sense that I'm a big goal.
You're most improved.
Did I win it for this year? I won most improved. Is this how I find out?
Yeah.
Is there an award associated with this?
Everyone always says she's gotten
so much better. She's not as bad as she once was.
Because back then,
now she's tolerable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read a lot of. I don't know. I'm a very goal-oriented person. I'm pretty ambitious in most aspects of my life, I think. And so I think a lot about like becoming more emotionally mature, being a better contributor at work, being a better writer, whatever it is. Yeah.
You care about work.
I do care about work. I love achievement.
Obviously I care about this comedy, but I don't care about work.
Yeah.
But this is trying to make this work.
Exactly.
But if it was like, if the comedy gods were like, Tyler, it's just not going to happen for you. Yeah. I'd be like, you know what? Then I'm never going to care about anything again.
I don't think that's true though.
It's not true. But you know
I
what
think
I mean?
in the sense that like, I think
I would just want to make money for my family, my little half Latin, half
white
Jewish children. I'm adopting.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah. I'm making sure they're half Mexican and half Jewish.
We can't do the full. No way.
I'm gonna get my Jewish guy in Africa to go to my Mexican girl in China, have them have a kid.
I'm proud of your network, by the way. You've been doing a great job networking,
Thank
really
you.
getting yourself out there, making those connections.
You love work.
I don't love work. I don't know. I have kind of I feel like I've been dismantling it the last few years. In the sense that I go through periods of really intensely enjoying work and then periods where I really hate it and really like have a whole existential crisis about what am I doing with my life and all those kinds of things, which I think is pretty normal for a lot of people. But I think I know what elements need to be in a job for me to be happy. And that can be a lot of different kinds of jobs, I think.
What is it? You got to be creative.
Yeah.
Got to be respected.
I mean, yes.
You
Yeah.
got to be sexually appealing to all your coworkers.
Superior.
Sexually superior to all your...
No, but it's like, yeah, for sure. The ability to be creative. I need pressure. I need to be kind of like a high pressure or...
Really?
Yeah, I need that. I like the adrenaline of it. I think I'm a little bit of I've never been one for like jumping off cliffs or anything like that, but I do love a really quick turnaround deadline or a problem that needs to be fixed. Like I get very excited by that. I know. I'm stress junkie.
Nerd
Yeah.
alert.
Oh, I'm sorry that I'm the type of person who make cocaine cool. I'm so sorry.
You do coke at work?
Only if I do good.
Water, coffee. And they got some coke there if you need it. If you need a little bump.
Yeah, so like adrenaline, creativity, collaboration. I need collaboration. I can't work just on my own by myself.
We're very different.
I know. And then autonomy. Like I can work anywhere. I work from home. I can work in the office. I can work from New York tomorrow. I can work from London tomorrow. Like I can work anywhere.
Brag.
I know.
B to the R to the A to the G. Brag, 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 brag. Rachel, brag, Rachel, brag, 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 brag. Rachel, brag. Pull it in my pussy, pull it in my pussy, pull it in my pussy, pussy, pussy.
Actually, now we're getting into like, this is like the sampled remix version. And it's a tampon commercial.
Tampax. Inches from death.
Yeah, so yes, that's with work, but then I feel that way. I'm about like, I'm ambitious even in my life and trying to like establish habits and do certain things. I have like a list that I follow each day.
What are you doing now? What about yourself?
Oh man.
Do you wish you could improve now?
Do you want to get into it?
What are you working on? What are you trying to figure out?
It's so dumb. It's like so basic, and I can't believe I'm about to be 37 years old and I'm working on this. I feel like most 25-year-olds are working on it. My big
astrology.
Understanding the cards, being open to the cards, and knowing my crystals by heart.
Adventuring. Another one.
Live, laugh, love. Yogi. Bear. Yeah, let's hit this again. That's fun.
Do that. I'm gonna hit this agua. Where'd it go? Yeah, tell me the embarrassing thing you're still working on.
I find it embarrassing because it's like, I think a lot of people, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, meeting me are like, oh, this is an assertive, powerful, loud woman,
obnoxious,
will not shut up, cunt.
Yeah.
And
are you being a cunt?
to her credit, she laughed really hard, and I was like, fuck yeah, I just saved my job.
Like, that was close.
That was a close one. I was ready for the apology. She knows the joke. She understands what's funny. Yeah, but I think people, when they first meet me, and even people getting to know me for a long time, have this impression of me of like, she has it together, very assertive, dominant kind of person. But in reality, I know. I am that, and I'm perfect. And I'm just working on spreading the word.
You're trying to avoid saying it. You're like, how much space can I put between saying it?
You know what's funny? Speaking of space.
Did you know that the sun is 3 billion times bigger than the moon? Did you know that?
Did you know that? Did you know that?
More space facts.
That's crazy. You know, it's because of our terrible education that not more people know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really crazy. All right, let's start the show.
What is it?
I know. All it is, it's really just like advocating for my needs. That's all it is. It's very simple.
Yeah, I would. I sort of. I mean, you know, we know each other personally.
We know very personally.
Very personally.
Very
I tell you all the
personally.
juice. You tell me all the
Yeah,
goss.
I squeeze it out of you.
Oh my gosh.
Into a glass and then
Right onto those black satin sheets.
don't call my pussy that. Yeah, baby, I can't wait to spread the black satin sheets.
On this white girl.
Hey, I did have that yeast infection.
Very personal friends.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, so yeah, you know me personally.
And I'm surprised to hear that, even though the things we've been talking about, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that
That's like the main thing that's
that
wrong
does
with you.
boil down to what it is. When did you realize that? Oh, that's a problem for me.
Kind of recently, which is not good. I mean, I guess I kind of always knew.
I've been yelling this at you for 2 years now.
I mean, that sounds about right. It's like, I think I did know this. I guess I just didn't know to what degree. And I think there were things that I was like, I just accepted about the world and never questioned like, well, maybe it doesn't have to be that way. Maybe if you just said this thing, it doesn't have to be that way. Oh man, it's like really embarrassing stuff. Like, yeah. I thought this is supposed to be oh, we're laughing at me. Okay.
Yeah. This is what I want the podcast. This is what I think.
This is what you want.
What I want the podcast to be ideally is that you are very vulnerable.
Oh, and then you make fun of it.
And then I make fun of it.
Okay, great. So our normal relationship.
Yes, that's what it is. But the thing is, when I make fun of it, it's a healing laughter. It's heal, you dumb bitch, heal.
You're poking me with your leg.
That's what I want. I want it to be a healing laughter.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
What's the embarrassing thing?
So it's things like, God, it's really embarrassing. It's things like, like if you and I were seeing each other.
Hey, baby.
Oh God, flashbacks.
Hey,
yeah,
girl.
yeah, baby tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's good? Hey, how about we get a drink tonight?
I don't want to do that with you.
Hey,
wait, I forgot. What are we trying to accomplish here?
What's one of the things in the world that you just took for granted? Like if you're seeing me, or if you can change it if you want.
Yeah. So it'd be like, actually, we've hung out into the exchange, and it's like, I want to hang out again. I will hold that in me for so long.
Like if you've been hanging out with a person dating wise consistently,
or
and you want to hang out
like,
again, or just or like after the first
and that's
one?
not even describing it right. Edit all this out. This is terrible. And that, keep my secret. It's just really saying what I want, and it's not in everything. Like I've kind of figured out where it is, because in most aspects of my life, I'm really good at this. I'm really good. I'm like, I can ask for a raise at work. I can have really hard conversations with powerful people,
and you make conversations hard too.
Yeah. I think you misspoke. You meant to say fun. I imagine you also make it hard.
Yeah, I was gonna. There was a sex joke there.
There was.
I could have went there, but I was like, you know what?
Well, you know what? It was actually classier than I did it. I'm really think highly of you.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, is that the heel though?
That's me jamming a heel in.
God. Oh, you're gonna get so many more fans from those.
I hope so.
Feet head.
I want feet heads. All the feet heads, leave a comment. Yeah. If you're a feet head, say.
Tell us your favorite Tootsie moment.
Hey, what's your favorite toe? Mine's a pinky.
Oh, really? You're a pinky boy. I should have known. Yeah. So the thing I have figured out though with the needs thing is like, it's when you reach a certain like intimacy level with me. And it's like, so for example, like my family, my close friends, if you ask something of me that I don't want to do or is actually going to make my life really hard for a little bit, I have a really hard time saying no. Like, I feel a tremendous amount of guilt.
I was like, hey, can you plan a party?
Yeah.
I think there's been some times that's happened.
Yeah. Wait.
No, I'm thinking about someone else. Never mind.
Okay.
Hey, can you plan a birthday party for me? You'd be like,
yeah. I mean, I'd probably still do it though.
Yeah.
I think it depends on what it is. That feels like bit territory where I feel like I could easily be like for real, like you really want me to do this? And then if you're like, yeah, I've never had anyone plan a birthday party.
Such a good friend.
Oh my God. See, I'd be it. Like, see, I'm telling you how to manipulate me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a really hard time. And so kind of this year, I was made aware of that. I mean, I kind of knew, but I just didn't realize how prevalent it was. Because again,
Do you know where that comes from?
100% my family. 100%.
What I like to do, because I have things like that where some dynamic is happening in my life and I'm like, this is causing me a lot of stress and it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's causing me a lot of stress. It shouldn't be this stressful. I should be able to get through it, but I can't. And I like to bring it back to something in my childhood.
You therapize yourself.
I do. I bring it back to something in my childhood, but also a specific thing, not just like it was weird in the house. It was just weird. It was like, no, there was this one time that this thing happened.
Oh yeah, your brain goes to it immediately. I mean,
it really does.
That's where
you're like I don't know, maybe this, and it's something. It's like, I don't know, maybe that time I was left in the pool overnight, and my parents never came and got me, even though I screamed the whole time. Maybe it was that.
Maybe that was that time when Pennywise like tried to kill me and my friends, and like
maybe that affected me.
Maybe that was it.
What do you think is there a thing? Is there
I mean,
a story?
there's multiple things, but I think at the heart of it is. And I feel very. My parents are great. They really are. I was very lucky.
Oh my God, James and Patty.
It's Dan and Timmy.
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 Your mom's Timmy?
Yes.
I'm sure you've told me this before, but.
Yeah, but you don't listen, and we both know that.
No, I don't remember things that are important to you.
It's weird. You said important to you, and I heard boring.
Things that are really.
Sometimes I think actually one of the reasons you're friends with me is because I am someone who slaps the couch when I laugh. Like I give a big reaction.
Listen, I love a big reaction.
Yeah, I know you do.
I love.
You're a little slut for a big reaction.
That's all I want. Is just a big old reaction, and that's what I do. I'm like, I'm the best at tennis, and you're like, motherfucker, and I'm like, that's all I want.
I want you to either laugh or be mean to me.
Yep. Because that's my childhood. But what is there a story of a thing?
I mean, there is. Oh, see, I don't know if I want to tell it because it's like.
Can you be vague about it? There was a time where this sort of thing happened.
I mean, basically, like I said, I had great parents. I had a very good childhood. My parents did the best they could and were awesome, and I still am like fucked up by things. So people who have bad parents, I mean, you still get fucked up even if you have good ones.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You always got your shit.
You always got your shit. And so mine was that my parents owned a small business in a small town, and then which they built like from scratch and like made it into this huge business. And then my dad had many, many medical problems. And then my sister also had medical problems and was just kind of like very rebellious growing up. And so I learned from a young age that I needed to not make trouble. Like my job was to be a good kid. Mm-hmm. And if I do that, I get the attention and the kudos and all of that. And even like the times in which I would act out, which was pretty minor, especially like very young. Like I was not a rule breaker at all. And just had tremendous guilt associated with any of that. Also was a diehard Christian, so that was part of it too. But the thing I always felt was like, it wasn't, oh no, my parents are going to be angry. Oh no, my parents are going to be disappointed. It was like, oh no, my parents have another thing to worry about. And like, no, don't be a burden kind of thing. And there are a couple like situations in which like that was kind of sad. But it's not.
Oh, explicitly to a baby Rachel?
Yeah, I was a toddler, and they're like, "Quit being a bird,
shitting in your dirty pants."
What do you got? Dirty panties?
How am I supposed to change your diaper with crutches? I imagine your dad's on crutches.
Oh, he's Tiny Tim in this situation.
I gotta come over here, change your fucking diaper. You know how hard it is to get a class with a crutch?
This is so awful.
You know, You know how hard it is to.
Also, I am imagining that he is part pirate in this situation.
You know how hard it is to. You know how hard it is to train a parrot to take your diaper to the trash can.
I had to get Iago from Aladdin. Only one available.
It was a hard get.
It was a hard get.
And now you got to pay for your own college.
Yeah. All right. You got to be smart. Bye, baby Rachel.
Damn. That sucks though, because Brittany has similar stuff.
Yeah.
And, obviously, I'm trying to think of a guy that's like that.
I think
and I'm like, is it a lady thing?
I think it is. I think it's a societal thing, especially
women.
We're always making it about ourselves. We like to be a part of things.
I don't want to be a bird.
Yeah. Me, Rachel. Well, that's just it. But this is also it, which you become a martyr. That's the problem. Is like, and I see it now with such clarity, and I feel disappointed in past me a little bit, and that, I don't want to be a burden. So I'm doing all this sacrificing, and I'm doing all this work. And so then there becomes a narrative in my head of like, I'm not appreciated. I'm not, you know, and like, why aren't people seeing the work and doing what? And I'm like, because they don't fucking know, man. Like, they're in their own shit.
Or there's this assumption of like, I'm doing it for you. Now I need it from you.
Yes.
And it's like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yes.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Yes, exactly.
Don't remember the agreement that we never made?
Yeah. Remember when we didn't have that pretend conversation that I thought about many, many times?
Yeah.
And so the thing that's like, so I'm glad to know that and like to see it. I see it so much more with clarity. And I think, and I kind of realized that during like lockdown pandemic. I think that's when like I was really starting to unpack some of this stuff. But now the thing that I'm seeing is like, I just see it when it happens where I'm like, oh fuck, I'm in it. It's happening right now.
So in the moment you're like, oh fuck.
And then I try and do better.
And
but
you can't get out of it?
Well, it's like, I have to work at it. I have to work really hard at it. And like, it's, which sounds like dumb, but it really, like, I have a hard time saying the thing or like, I have to really practice it. Which is not in my nature at all.
Yeah.
Typically I'm not, and it doesn't even feel like, I guess it is fear, but,
well, it's fear of not being the good girl.
Yes. And that you're going to leave me. I mean, ultimately that's always what it is. It's that I have to act this way because otherwise you'll leave me.
Because that's what your dad did. I'm out of here. Crutches.
Oh, boom, boom.
If there wasn't stairs, I'd be gone.
Carry me down these stairs, girl.
Now I'm the burden. Now carry me down these goddamn stairs.
Never do this to me.
So I can wheel my way out. Where's my scooter?
Hey, Scooter here.
It's a guy named Scooter
who carries them everywhere.
See, Scooter, he never says no.
Nothing. He never says nothing.
Never says no. You just do what I say.
He says, "Thank you."
That's what he said.
That's what he said. What's your name, little girl?
Well, that sucks.
I mean, it all sounds...
Well, I guess, how do you get out of that? If you're in the moment, like what?
Yeah.
Like, what do you? Is it?
I mean,
because
now...
I that's not my thing. I don't have that.
Yeah,
but I still, motherfucker. But I still have. But it, I'm not necessarily advocating for my needs all the time, 100% of the time. But I know there's moments where I'm like, Tyler.
Yeah.
You just gotta say that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
you just gotta say that shit.
I mean, so why don't you? Is that fear or whatever it is comes up?
I feel like I've gotten better at saying it, but it was just like being.
But see, that's just it.
It's saying it. Well,
Yeah.
see, it's obviously it's in the intimate relationships when these things come out. I've dated other girls where it's like I say it and I'm like Tyler, it's better to say it than to not say it, and then I say it. And then they're like, "How dare you say that?" And I'm like, "I did it.
I'm brave.
I did it.
I'm brave.
And now you're doing the thing that I'm afraid that you were gonna do.
I was right.
Yeah,
I was right.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, that's what sucks, though, right? Is because a lot of times you are right.
And then because you also attract the people to.
Yeah, and you know that that's not what you need, and by it's validating one, you were right, and then two, that you're here again, or whatever it is. I am. So as far as like what I do, I mean, I'm doing what you were describing. I mean, I really am much more aware of it, and the thing is I've even found it like the categories of what is the hardest for me and what is the easiest for me. So like on the help meter, like if I need help, asking for help is very difficult for me. my therapist used this term with me the last time I talked with him, and he was like, hypervigilance, which sounds
for what?
Me, and it sounds impressive. I was like, this feels like
you're hypervigilant.
Yes, about like my of like autonomy, that I like don't need you, basically. That I'm like,
that seems like a odd word to use.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I kind of liked it. It felt very fancy.
Hypervigilant seems like you're hyper aware or hyper.
Well, that's just it. He's saying,
hyper.
What is happening? What are you doing?
I'm just checking to make sure it's still recording.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to put my feet up, but also I don't like the way it looks on camera. So I'm.
Do you want to move this shit so you?
No,
can,
it's not about that.
Do you want me to hold your feet? Is that what you're trying to imply?
Could you
could just.
Could you help me?
You know what? I have to practice my things I've learned. You may not put your feet.
You may not put your heel in my pussy.
Yeah, no. You foot head. Don't put.
I'm having trouble hearing you. Sorry.
All day long. My boss's name is Siri. It's the worst.
No.
Yeah, that's her name.
They tried to pick the one name that no one has. But then fucking Amazon's Alexa.
Is that a common name for you?
No, but I mean, there's Alexas. What do they do?
Alexa is also a name.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if
I don't want to talk about
this. There's a girl named Alexa.
This is boring to me.
No, you're boring. There's a girl named Alexa, and she's like, hey, and you're in a bad fight. It's like, you know what? I fucking hate you, Alexa. What was that? I didn't hear. I hate both of y'all. You okay?
Uh-huh. I just like how
Take a big pause there. Sometimes you just need a moment.
Yeah.
But that sucks. And you're figuring it out.
I'm figuring it out. So yeah, but on the kind of like on the meter of needs, if I need to borrow a ladder or I need someone to help me move a piece of furniture, easy peasy. If I want a hug, especially things like that, like not, hey, can we come hang out with me and talk? Not that, but like a hug. I'm like, no fucking way.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
But they feel so good.
I know. I want them. It's not that I don't want them. It's like just the act of asking for it. I feel it is overwhelming to me.
That's wild.
I know. And I've only just kind of but this is just it. This is the thing I kind of only just recently realized. I was like, I just kind of always like, well, world without hugs.
Damn. You want a hug?
No. Is this what they look like? They're unfamiliar to me.
Hey, let's hug on the sheets, baby.
Your hands are so cold.
Hey, it's cold in here.
Well, here, feel my hands.
She went for my pee-pee, everybody. Oh man, well that's.
I'm glad we're both predators. It's
yeah,
great.
we really are.
I love that movie. What else on your little question sheet?
Sure. There's that.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. Well, let me.
I mean, it's not too bad. It's
It's
good.
just is what it is.
I mean, in all honesty, it's
What do you
really,
feel when you try to ask? You feel overwhelmed.
It's just hard, and sometimes it's not like. I mean, part of it is I've recently been doing it more, or really noticing when like, oh, that was a moment and it passed me, or like, and then choosing when to do it.
Yeah.
And every time it's been a positive experience. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, I mean, and I know this. I mean, logically, I know
Yeah.
it. I see it. I see the importance. That's the thing that's crazy is I'm like, yes, all of this makes sense. And then
Yeah.
my body's like, but not for us.
Well, with my girl now, we love each other and it's going well. And
Why are you
and
bragging?
It's just so great.
Why?
And it's just so great to have love. You know what I mean? Actually, you don't. But like whenever you have love in your life, it's just so great.
Well, hey, just so you know, I did have it once and then I lost it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was so long ago that the memory might be fuzzy.
I mean, actually, that is true. What was their name?
How many of them were there?
This
But-
actually does make sense for how poor I am.
But she loves me, and it took a while being with her where it was like, Well, I think what I to get to the point where I could just be like, hey, I'm feeling this way, or I'm doing this, or whatever. Because in the past it hasn't gone well.
And so the thing that's crazy is I did used to be able to do this. Like I remember when I first was dating my ex-husband and when we got married. Those first few years, like I remember us having conversations and like me asking for what I needed and like. But I think what happened is as life progressed and stresses, pile on and disconnection happens, it's like we fell into old habits for both of us. And
like y'all were together and y'all healed each other.
A little bit, yeah. And then it's like...
And then you went back to old patterns.
But then didn't really, one, have the awareness, and the two, the language to like talk through it.
Yeah.
I definitely, for me anyway, I don't know about him, like, for me, I see that where I'm like, oh, this is what's clearly happening. But I would only can see that because of hindsight. Like, I don't think there's any way I would have known in the moment.
Yeah.
But just over time.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I also think and I wouldn't say we fully healed, but like, I definitely think I expressed more. But I also did a lot of the old habits, which is like do to like earn love. Like your house is gonna be immaculate, and like I was very like housewifey.
Well, do you have any framework in your life to tackle these problems? Like is there other problems that you've had that you've kind of gotten over?
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
And then what are those?
Things in the past, I mean, like on this kind of level, like emotional growth and things. When I started therapy in 2015, I was in a place in my life where I didn't talk about myself at all. And like,
really?
Yep. I hated when people asked me questions, and I would, and I would really deflect. And I was like this for.
You're not like that at all.
I know. And it's because I had it was like a self-worth thing, and the thing I just thought, and I remember vividly in therapy, like I think it was like the second session, where she's asking me questions and I'm answering them, and I'm taking a long time because I'm having to really think about the answers, but also wouldn't add a lot of detail, and she was like, "Do you talk about this with anyone?" And I was like, "Why would anyone want to listen to this?"
Damn.
Yeah, and she's like, "You don't talk to anyone about any of this."
I can't believe you felt. Healing laughter.
Oh no, this is how I cry now.
I don't want to be a burden.
Where's this other fucking brownie?
Dude, I want to actually give it to you.
Oh, really? You don't want to share
There were two.
I know.
You ate one.
Exactly. I'm a guest.
Fucking, I'll split it.
Fuck that. I'll split it. I'll do exactly what you asked me.
But we got to do it at different times so we can talk.
You don't want to.
Okay, wait.
Really, Lady and Trampet?
Wait, let me ask a question before I take a bite. It's got to be a substantial question.
Yeah.
How high can you count?
You're such an idiot. That's not even that funny.
just to buy time. How high can you count?
But the answer.
And then you're like 100.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would say 32.
Fuck.
Try harder.
33.
Let's try a sitcom. We'd do great.
It tickled me.
Yeah, I did. It took you real good.
It tickled me. Damn, that self-worth thing is tough. I feel like
I laid this out to you and you're like, I don't know how to pivot from this. Accurate. All right, what else is on your little question sheet?
Okay. Yeah, see what else I got. I guess you'll
Pick something lighthearted and don't make me go as deep.
What's just your lowest moment? What's just your saddest, lowest moment? Okay,
am I allowed to say now?
Here's something. Let's bitch. You want to bitch?
Let's bitch. I love
What does everyone else need to work on?
Ooh, I
you know
got
what I mean?
you.
What do like What's the one thing that if everyone worked on it, everything would be better?
This is
And hurry. And why don't they?
And
hurry
why don't
up.
they? Hurry up. What is yours?
What's mine?
Yeah. I know you need that from me.
What's another one? Oh shit. What was mine?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I haven't thought about me. I haven't thought about.
Okay,
these questions
fine.
for
I know
myself.
the answer for me.
Okay, cool.
Mine is, well, actually, before you. I like that I'm doing all of these like visual bits.
It'll
be
work.
fine. One second, I have to wet my whistle.
Wait, no dead air. Crunch, 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 munch.
I just got some water. It's a real wet mouth.
It was a joke a guy had back in the day.
Yeah.
It was like I was on a date with a girl. Went to a diner. She got a 4-stack of pancakes. She ate the whole thing. No syrup. No drink. And that was like his observation. And I was like, you know what that means? She had a wet mouth.
Oh my gosh. The other day I was texting with someone. I really hope they don't listen to this. I don't think they do because no one does.
Just say their name so they
We can really test
so they know
it.
so they know this is the part not to listen to.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Daryl.
Colin.
Hey, Bertram.
I really don't like that he jerks off while looking at me.
Listen, it's a podcast.
Yeah, it's part of it.
It's a comedy podcast. What do you expect?
Who else is gonna get those silk sheets wet? Not Bertram. No, I was texting with this dude, and we've been flirty, but I like don't. Nothing's progressed, and so I'm like, oh, I guess we're just like kind of buds, and we just throw gasoline on that fire. And so we were kind of flirty texting and sending gifts back and forth, and I was asking.
I'm sorry, you were sending gifts back and forth,
Yeah,
flirting?
yeah. Have you don't do this?
I mean, well, I guess I'm imagining sexting.
I mean, no, we're not there yet.
This is what I would want to do, and it's like Mickey Mouse, like woo, with his tongue rolling out of his mouth.
Yeah, no, there's also porn gifts.
Not in the Apple.
No, but you can copy them from Google.
I don't know how to do that.
Wow.
There's a lizard on my wall.
Where?
I don't like it.
Where?
What's on the other side of the couch? If you
see
got
it.
up like 3 inches, you could see it.
What does that look
I'm
like?
confused.
Like this much or?
Well, let's see. Not that much.
I don't see it.
It's by the
Where?
couch.
You have.
This is bad.
Be more specific. On the floor?
No, it's on the wall.
On the wall?
this
Oh,
is-
I see it.
I don't like it.
It's so little though.
My dad used to. My dad would catch the lizards and let them out because he didn't want to kill them.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
My dad would make us eat them live. Now you.
He would prod us with crutches until we finished our dinner.
Yeah. We're at Iago's in the corner.
And he loves lizards.
Give us that classic Iago, Tyler.
I can't do it. I was gonna try to do it, and I can't. I can't do it. Hey, R.I.P.
Oh, yeah, right off the dome. Right off the dome. Iago. Go.
Why are you always going there, Aladdin?
It's the best I got.
Oh my God. It's
Affleck.
that is the most perfect impression I've ever. It was like Iago was in the room.
I didn't think it was bad. I see you patronizing me. I didn't think it was
What
bad.
do you mean? Baby, when you
No,
mean
no.
patronize you.
No.
Oh, no, does that make you
What?
grow a vape from your lap, apparently? What were we talking about?
Before I
The
ruined
rant,
it with
my
Lizard.
rant. Oh, yeah, let me finish this. God, you interrupted my fucking story.
You were texting sexy
So,
gifts.
Yeah,
And I got distracted by the
sexy
gifts.
or whatever. But it's not quite sexy. It's like on the brink. And so one of the things though is like we were actually talking about some real shit of like what's going on in their life. And I basically was like, "Oh, you're not going to ask me about my heart? You're not going to ask me about how
Hell yeah, advocate.
Yeah, exactly." And so then he did, but then he like making it
That's
sexy,
cool.
making
Oh.
it sexy. He goes, "How's that mouth?"
Wait, how does that?
So he's saying, "How's your heart?
Oh, okay.
How's your mouth?"
Gotcha.
And I go, "So wet." Pussy though, bone dry.
Okay. But,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure you find that. And that's because you're dating after divorce. How's that?
We finally got to the number 2
How's-
thing on the list.
How's dating after divorce?
Sucks, man.
Yeah, because, I mean...
I have had a lot of sex, though. That's kind of nice.
That's what's up. Recently? Well,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not with me.
Not with-
I feel like maybe it was
I
like,
know, it
like, oh,
seemed-
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have.
Yeah.
But not with me.
Not really.
Not with me.
We don't count that.
That's pure.
That's practice,
that's
folks.
for
How do you know it?
exercise.
That's hey. I want to get buckets when I am fucking. What would be the right thing to say? I want to do sports good in bed.
I like buckets.
Yeah.
I thought buckets were. It was a basketball. It was a specific
it's
basketball.
well, then yeah, I want to be a cum bucket, so that makes sense. And
What do I have to look forward to dating in my 30s? I'm 29.
this is the worst. Why are you making me sad?
You're only 30 something.
I'm 36 years old.
And
Everybody has
you're
more money.
You're post divorce and you're
Yeah.
in your 30s. I'm sure that's very different than what you
Oh yeah,
were doing before.
I didn't
you were-
really date before. I mean, I had boyfriends and things, but I never like went on dates. Like I was never like dating lots of different people. And I don't even really do that now. But I'm going on dates and trying to do that thing.
What sucks about it so much? Do you think it would have sucked as much in your 20s?
I don't know. I think a little bit. I don't really know. And I don't think.
I guess how could you?
Yeah, it's so different, and I was so different. I was so different back then. I say it sucks. I think there are aspects of it that are fun, and like I do enjoy it. I love meeting new people. The things that are hard is that I think because I've been married and I've gone through, dating, engaged, living together, married, separated, divorced, like I think some of the bullshit of dating is hard for me to like deal with. Like there's a dance, right, to dating.
Yeah.
You can't come on too strong, which I do agree.
You can't be uninterested.
Can't be uninterested, and that's like I just hate all of that.
You got to pull out her chair, but don't pull it out too far, then she falls on the
Down
ground.
because she's so stupid.
I trick her. I'm like, you fucking idiot.
And then she's like, I have to make it up to him. That's how you get head.
Yep. And I'm like, that's how you get that road head all
That's
the
how
way to
you get
College
that road
Station.
head. Yes,
all
yes.
the way to College Station.
Yeah, all the way.
What the bullshit, the games,
it's like
I texted, and I want to text again, but I can't because I have to wait for him to
I
text.
hate that. And I would say I don't typically live by that. But then there are situations where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do in this.
Yeah.
And then I talk to my friends, and that's when I'm like, really? I'm not allowed just to say it? I just want to say the thing.
Yeah.
Or it's the opposite where I'm like, I just need to say the thing. I gotta figure this out. Logically, this is what needs to happen. And I'm just in it being like, but I don't want to.
And also it's also you can say the thing.
Yeah.
But you gotta say it just
Oh my
right.
God. It's
You
the
gotta
worst.
say it just because I know you. I feel like I like again.
Yeah,
like,
tell them how much you know me.
your name's Rachel Boston.
Oh God. The lowest hanging fruit of jokes. Like honestly.
Wait, oh, you hating on me now?
Always.
Remember 8 inches to death? What did I say? Remember that was a good one. They can't all be winners.
I don't think you understand how a callback works. It's not.
I just say the joke.
reminding-
Hey, do you remember that joke I told earlier? That was funny.
That was funny. Remember, I am funny.
But you. Well, what we're
What?
talking about with you talking to intimate relationships.
Yeah.
I mean, dating's not intimate, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I imagine you'd want to be really, but I imagine you'd want to be like, listen, hey, I've made this PowerPoint presentation
Yes.
about the things that I've been thinking.
100%. And this is the
As you
thing.
can see on this slide, this graph shows my interest has gone up, but yours seems to stagnate.
It's really stagnant. I need to see your 90-day plan as
and
to how we're going to
at
get
this-
back on track.
At this point, I was okay, but once it crossed your stagnation
Yeah.
point, that's where I became uncomfortable. So can we talk about the delta between
You
line
would
A
be
and
great in corporate America. You would be so good.
I'm in corporate America.
Yeah, okay. So
I'd be off. I would hate. I would.
you would not.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you could do it. You would just hate it.
I would hate it. Unless it was like a one of like where you have a scooter or like a skateboard going down the halls. You grind on the way to. Sorry guys, so we could rail before the meeting.
Efficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
like,
What were we talking about?
extreme. They're, like,
But yeah,
efficiency.
but I would imagine you would be like, hey, here's the thing.
yeah.
Hey, hey, can I talk to you about this thing? I've been thinking
intense.
thing. What do you feel about this?
So
And it's like, and I'm like, no, don't do that.
yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Especially because, I mean, the main thing too of that is I'm not actually feeling the emotion. I'm observing the emotion and like
Right.
giving us an analytical report about it. And very much, and also to the other person being like, whatever though, you know, like
It's super intense.
yeah,
But like, I'm chill.
yes. Tyler, it's 100% that way where I'm like, yeah, I'm like, okay, I've
Can
noticed this.
Can we do it?
Yeah, sure. Let's
Okay.
do it. You want to? Can
Hey.
we get a suggestion? That was a little kid laugh. I'm such a stinkle.
Oh man, that roller coaster was great. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's a good date.
Yeah, it is a good day. This
You
is
want any
our. This
cotton?
is our like. We've been hanging out for like 6 weeks now.
Oh, I haven't been counting.
Yeah.
It's just flown by.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Dylan,
I know what you're gonna say.
you're.
You want cotton candy, don't you?
I hate when you interrupt me, and I've already given you this feedback.
Oh.
Here, wait one second. Let me suck your dick real fast. 35 minutes later.
Oh, sorry, Donald. Ooh.
Okay.
We're at Disneyland.
Yeah, of course. I got it.
Inches from that.
Yeah. You're such the worst. Dylan.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
So I really like you.
Oh my gosh, I like you.
I have a thing to say though, so don't interrupt me. Yep. Just keep letting me say my thing.
Okay. What is that? You okay?
I am okay. I feel like I'm at a place where I can feel like I see potential with us and like I'm excited to spend more time with you. But I'm at a place that I don't know where you're at. So like I want to know how you're feeling about the relationship. And I kind of feel like we might not be on the same page. Oh, that Uber came so fast.
It's here. I was on my phone, everyone.
Again, audio medium. It was a 6.
There's some people.
Yeah,
watch
it's
here.
true. It's me. I watched the videos.
Yeah.
Scene.
No, okay, no,
Oh,
okay,
no.
keep going. Okay, no,
Yeah.
erase that. What's
Wait,
that?
reverse?
New choice.
Yeah, new choice.
Yeah, you were saying?
Yeah,
wanna
and
take-
so I want to know how you're feeling because I'm ready. I'm like, I am excited, and I want to like keep dating, but I also want to know where you're at because I'm feeling more serious about this thing.
Well, I like hanging out with you,
Yeah.
and
Not that it's a big deal though. Like, here's the deal: because if you're not there yet, I can wait.
Fine.
Because I think up until this point, they might be like, okay, she's being honest. And then I say that, they're like, oh, God.
I can wait. I can wait.
Yeah, I can wait.
I'm there.
It's not a big deal. Like, I have self-control and like, I'm just really laid back. And
Yeah, to agree with you.
yes.
I went on a date with a girl. And you know what? It just started off. It was like she got in my car, and I gave her $50.
I hate when I know you're telling a joke. You get this little smirk. There's this little part of your mouth that goes up, and I'm just like, because I almost can't enjoy it because I'm already like, all right, this fucking joke.
You just hate me.
I love you so much. I put you in my pocket.
Really? I can come to work with you in your Barcelona pocket.
Yeah. When you say that, you mean my pussy.
But she got in the car and just right. It was just she was. I mean, she wasn't like funny.
Yeah.
She was like funny.
Yeah.
She was like a normal person funny. And we were
A normie.
hanging out, a normie funny. And she was there were some jokes back and forth.
Yeah.
We were riffing. We were having a fun time. Had a good date.
Roffin.
And it was like we go on the date. I remember we went to. She was like, "Hey, I'm not ready for you to come to my apartment yet." And I was like, "Respect."
I gotta come on your chest.
And she was like, "But we can hang out by the pool." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
Oh my God, I know this
Yeah, you
story.
told me. And we
That's
hang out by
right.
the
Oh
pool,
my
and we
God,
were
I'm
just
so
getting into
excited.
it.
Yeah.
Doing
So
all the-
hot.
I'm not gonna give all the juicy
Yeah.
details. We're
Oh,
just doing all
sure.
this stuff.
Because our foot heads are wanting to like really zone in right now.
There were some feet involved.
Yeah.
And then we were doing the thing.
She
and then
Flintstones
she was
us.
like, "Fuck it, you want to go inside?"
Yes.
And I was in this place where I was like, "No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I like this. This is
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I'm fucking on the first date. It's just pressure."
Yeah. See, I find that so fascinating. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
I'm like, oh, because I liked her.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't just like, let's get to the second. I was like, oh, this girl's cool, man.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I don't want to. And she was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And we just kept talking, kept hanging out.
Yeah.
And then as we're walking, we're walking back to my car. I'm like, well, I'm like, oh, I don't often think this way after first date, but I like you. When do you want to hang out again?
Yeah.
I felt like that was the right tone, cash. Hey, I like you a lot. We should hang out again.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, we'll see. Maybe like next week or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. You know what day or like?
Was your voice that high?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just really chill. No big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I'm like, oh yeah. Like,
next week?
I'm like, yeah, I think I'm free. Hey, everybody. Hey. Oh, I got to do a shift down at the coal mine.
Yeah. Goofy really
Gorge.
He really
Gorge, Taylor, how'd the date go?
really fucking things up.
And then she was like, we'll see. I'm like, okay. And then like I wait a proper amount of time, few days.
35 minutes.
Message her, don't get anything back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I think I fucked up with with the foot thing. And
It's such a good story. I'm not gonna lie. I have told strangers this story.
hey,
You don't know.
use my name.
No, they know you.
And
You're just Tanner in their eyes.
and then I was gonna message her like,
Yeah.
hey, sorry about that whole weird thing. You want to hang out again?
Yeah.
But then she messaged me back and she's like, oh, sorry, busy weekend or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. When you hang out again? Maybe she was still doing that, but she still texted back.
No, this is the worst. See,
Why would she text? Why would she text back
Tyler,
if she
this is
wasn't
why
interested?
you and I are the same person.
Why
in
would she
this.
text back?
Because she's a life ruiner, Tyler.
She really was. And then she was like, hey, I was like, hey, I got to show you. Want to come? She's like, yeah, I'll bring some friends. And I'm like, all right, bring your fucking friends. And so the friends were there and I saw her and I was like, hey, and I was just like, I liked her so much. I was like, hey, what's up? She's like, oh, nothing much. And I was like, hey, I can't read you.
Tyler, see, we're the same person.
I was like, I can't read.
I literally did this with someone recently.
I was like, I can't read you. I thought we had fun. And then you talked in. So like,
Yeah, what's up?
I'm like, do you want to hang out again? Like,
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I'm here.
Ooh.
And I'm like, okay. She's like, yeah, I liked you. I thought we had a good time.
This is it. This is all the bullshit. I don't hate this.
Yeah.
I hate this so much because she was interested in you.
Yeah.
And like, I get...
Enough to put her feet in my mouth.
I was so proud of you. I really was. Footheads.
Future Tyler, decide if you're going to cut that or not.
From your repertoire or from this podcast?
You remember? Oh, my repertoire.
Yeah, your sex repertoire.
That's staying in
no,
the
that's
repertoire.
like number one. That's also how you talk. Where did my vape go?
What do you need? Oh, I don't know. Probably on the couch, right there.
Where? Oh boy.
But so I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then so she left with her friends because I think I had another show maybe. I did the other show and I met up with her at a bar. We're at the bar hanging out with her friends. And it's like one of these loud, shitty, like yuppie white people West 6 bars.
Yep.
But we're talking to her friends. We're making out a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
And she even was drunk enough. She was like, I thought because you didn't come in my apartment, you didn't like me. And I was like, oh no, I just
Didn't want to have sex.
didn't want to have sex.
Yeah.
I'm a person.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh no, I still like you. Let's hang out again. She's like, okay, cool. Never heard from her again.
Yeah. See,
Never
this
heard
is
from her
it.
again.
This is it.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Talked to all my friends.
Yeah.
Talked to Hunter Duncan about it. He was like, dog, she just moved to Austin. She's like on her girlfriend shit right now. She's trying to hang out with her girls.
This sucks. All of this
And
sucks.
I'm like, but her
like,
feet were in my mouth.
it was only the beginning. We could have done so much more. I could have healed her. I could have healed
a
her.
whole other foot.
How will I know if they ever taste the same?
I know. Man, am I gonna keep this in? I am in the moment. I'm editing in the future. I'm like, I don't know.
Would it help if I'll offer another vulnerable thing if you want.
Yeah, please do it. Cleanse the palate.
Cleanse the palate.
Better involve a very odd body part.
Okay. I got huge pussy lips. All right. So.
Is that the story?
No. I was just trying to think of the thing that would be.
So do you have a story?
No, I
you
don't.
have
I was
one?
just
Okay.
doing a bit. I don't know. Do you not know what a bit is?
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Are you sure?
I've never experienced one.
Yeah. Like an orgasm.
Yeah. Oh, you never came, Tyler?
Imagine a bully on a playground being like, "You've never come."
Yeah, huh?
No, you haven't. I can tell.
I have.
You've never blown your wad.
There's like, you ever seen Rami
No.
TV show? It's like about a Muslim dude living in like New Jersey. He's a comedian, so it's like a comedian type of show. And there's a perfect scene where it's like he's with his friends. It's like a flashback, a little kid with his friends, and they're all talking about jerking off, and he's never jerked off. Yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, gee, I do it all the time." And then 9/11 happens.
Oh God.
And then all that Islamophobia comes out.
Yeah.
And then his friends are like, "Dude, are you a terrorist?" And he's like, "No, why? I'm not. I promise." And he's like, "Dude, you said you jerked off for 6 hours the other day. My older brother said that's not possible." God. And then they're like, and then they got a leaf, and they're like, "Go in the woods and jerk off on this leaf."
Oh my God.
And prove that you're not a terrorist. Oh my God. It was such a it was just like.
It's just, yeah, Jesus Christ. But we both know that you also haven't come, and it's really embarrassing.
What?
You haven't come before?
No, I never have.
But you just go, "Oh."
I fake it.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, okay. Oh yeah. Like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. And she's like, what was that? I'm like, "Oh,
I came. I'm here.
I came."
I come here. Just like, come.
Did we answer the question, what does everyone else need to fix?
No, I had it in my brain, but I don't think I ever actually said it.
Okay.
People need to
what
stop
happened?
People need to stop being a bitch.
Yeah?
That's how I feel. I think the thing that if I feel frustrated with, and the times in my relationships when I feel like most frustrated or disconnected, it's because I feel like the other person just won't say how they're feeling, or won't be confident, or won't, these things, which is funny because
won't say how they're feeling. I wonder why that's so close to the bone for you.
Dude, I get it. I know. I heard myself. But yeah, but I always think that though, like, especially confidence. I think like that's a thing. And I say friendship. I'm mostly thinking about people who aren't my friends, like people I have to just be around. Where I'm like, bitch, if you could just like believe in yourself, God. Yeah. Like, I'm so exhausted by you.
Yeah. It's a lot to ask of somebody though.
Apparently, and see, and you can hear it in I have disdain for it, which is this is why people think I'm a bitch.
Do you say you believe in would you say you believe in yourself?
Oh yeah.
Did you always?
Yeah. I mean, look at me.
Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times it's like, I get frustrated at people if they don't believe in themselves. And it's like, but I realized just recently I didn't for a while.
Stuck and it's driving me insane.
I didn't for a while. So now that I'm getting into that.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, just do it.
No.
It's so much better. I used to be you.
No, I've always been confident, and feel like I think I take more risks now. I'm like, I don't know. I guess like I'm amazed sometimes at how, because I understand not being confident in things. I understand like being fearful or risk averse. I do understand that. I think my frustration comes from someone who is constantly needing the validation from me. They're wanting me to do emotional work so that they feel better. And it's a thing where it's like, and it's just a pattern where it's like, when I interact with you, you're going to be this way. I'm thinking of a person in particular that comes to mind.
Are you thinking of the person I think you're thinking of?
Probably, because I have bitched about them in the past. But the thing that irritates me is because I do think that they're a lovely person and other things.
I don't think we're thinking of the same person.
No, I do. I think they're really nice. And they've been performing longer than me. This person requires
breadcrumbs.
so much reassurance and validation that I'm like, I have a hard time being in the same room as this person because I'm just so like, Jesus of a compliment is just disgusting to me.
Right.
I just want to be like, or I almost like want them to own it. I want them, instead of just being like, well, I don't know, I guess because I'm just so fat and tired and old that I'm never going to find someone. And then people are like, no, you are great.
Right.
I just want to be like,
don't be friends with me. I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, that seems accurate.
Don't forget ugly too.
But I got a what? Anyway, so yeah, and what I want though is like I want them to just own it. I want them to be like, I need a lot of compliments to feel okay at this party. Everybody get in line.
Yeah.
But that's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, I do that. Like if I get a new shirt, I'm like, you like my shirt? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, it's a good shirt, isn't it? But then there's a bit of like, I just want to talk about my, I just want to talk about this thing. But I think I'm good at that. I'm good at asking.
Yeah, you are. You're very good.
Yeah, I'm good at asking. I'm good at asking for those sort of things.
Yeah.
And
But-
and I figured out how to do it in a fun way.
Is it fun?
I need a hug.
Oh, that's nice for you.
I'm glad
It's good to need
I'm
things.
glad you know that about yourself.
Yeah. Look at that self-awareness. Proud of you. I don't know. It all sounds so heavy, but I am very proud of myself. Like I feel like
I'm proud of you.
I mean, yeah, you've kind of been on this journey. You've seen the roller coaster.
Late night COVID porch talks.
Oh yeah, so many of those. And so I am proud of me. It's just like I get frustrated with myself. Like like I said, kind of recently, like the last 2 days, where I was like, "Oh no, I'm doing that pattern again. Dang it!"
Yeah.
You know? And I think everybody else in my life's like, "Yeah, you are. You weak idiot." I think that's the funniest insult to call someone
Idiot.
A weak idiot.
Why weak? Why is that?
I don't know. There's something about it that's just very funny to me because, like, I think being called weak or strong was, like, really important, I think, when we were young. And then it's, like, important with dads, maybe. That's where my mind goes anyway. But, like, if you called a woman weak, it's like walking down the street, I don't think they'd be like, okay, that's strange.
Yeah.
But then you put it with idiot. And there's something biting about it.
You're dumb and you fold.
You weak
You
idiot.
can't take it and you're dumb.
Yeah.
Why do I keep failing? It's like, you fucking weak idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but tell me how proud you. Give me some compliments. I need compliments right now.
Well, you lost all those jobs, and
And you kept going.
and you just
when
kept
we really
going.
just were like, quit. So tenacious.
You kept going,
Yeah.
and now you're how long you been at this spot?
A year and 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you called your boss a cunt, and you still kept your job. That's great. And you're doing that.
Yeah.
And recently you had that little chapter flip with your dating where you're like, this shit sucks, and you're like, you know what, I need to make it fun.
Yeah.
And like you're actively, and you swore off of sex forever for 2 weeks.
That is not true. I'll have you know. Actually, we have the calendar here.
Your sex calendar?
Yeah, yes. You don't got a sex calendar.
You know you're not supposed to use those apps, right?
I know. Mine's no longer online. Mine's just local.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
that's still hackable. I know.
that's how they're gonna make sure you can't get an abortion.
My company will actually pay for my abortion, so I don't leave work.
They'll send they'll send you to Cali.
They'll send me wherever.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you're in Texas, like I want to go to the Bahamas.
That's where I want to get my abortion. Yeah, that's how women work in those situations.
It's like, just come inside of me. I
What the fuck?
really need a vacation.
Okay, going here.
That was
Let's
funny.
see.
You didn't hear me.
I did hear it. This is why I love us. Okay, I went 4 months. 3 months. I went 4 months.
But you
Swearing
said you were
off
going
Well,
the
let me
rest
ask you
of your
this.
life.
Oh, wait, okay. I was going to What's funny is I did have sex during those 4 months, but it was a 4-month period where I wasn't actively seeking it out.
That's not. You said I'm shutting down the shop.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just gonna be.
So then it must have been only 2 months. I guess I only did it
I
for
don't
2
think it
months.
was that short.
I think it was.
It was a quick turnaround. You really.
It felt like forever. And so.
Yeah, well,
Oh, God.
So I'm proud of that. I'm proud
Yeah.
that you got through that
Yeah.
those dark times and you're in a
Well,
new
probably because you were
chapter.
just tired of me talking about it.
No,
because I would constantly
no.
just be like, I'm done with love. That chapter in my life is done.
I'm with Brittany. I'm like,
what more could I ask
she's
for?
not gonna stay like
I've
that.
had, I've gotten married. I've gotten divorced. I'm done.
What more is there?
What more is there? I've experienced it all.
So you're doing that.
Yeah.
You're doing. I mean, this stuff I never. You going out? You're like, I'm gonna have a good night.
Yeah, I do.
I'm
do
gonna
that.
go out by myself. I'm gonna take a vacation to Miami and hang out by myself and make friends while I'm out there.
I have had some pretty dope. I just came from Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that was for work, but yeah.
Well, I was in Madrid for work, but then I was in Barcelona just for fun.
Cool,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I was there for 5 days.
Yeah. So you just go and do shit by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're not letting anything stop you.
Yeah.
And even with your highs and your lows, you're still fucking pushing through and going for what you want.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
That's so nice of you.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great. It's great. So you want to hang out next week?
You want to go see those black silk sheets?
I'm tired. Let's wrap up.
Okay.
Lastly, the part of it's advice.
Yeah, I can give advice.
Advice for how to beat you.
Oh wait.
What do you have advice
It's
for
for
me?
you? Uh-huh.
Advice specifically for me.
Yes.
About anything or how to defeat you.
Well, unfortunately, you can't defeat me.
¿Por qué?
I told you I'm very ambitious and more organized than you and more powerful generally. Like if you name a competition, like we're in a leg wrestle right now, I'd snap you in half.
What about arm wrestle?
Son,
Leg wrestle, you probably
Okay,
win.
wait.
Arm wrestle, it's 50-50, I feel.
feel it.
Yeah, but you're
Feel
a
yours.
woman.
Let's feel yours there. Let's go.
Yeah, but it's dense.
So it's real stupid,
It's
like
dead.
the rest of you.
I got weak idiot arms.
The best kind. Those are good fucking arms.
Pick me up. Hey, no.
No. Oh no, I was imagining that was the weak idiot saying it to me, like, pick me up. I'm like, yeah, okay.
You probably would.
I probably would. I would be.
You would somehow pick them up above you and
Yeah.
still fuck them.
100%. That sounds amazing. Let's do that tomorrow.
Yeah. Footheads.
Footheads.
At Rachel Austin.
At Rachel Austin in North Carolina. It's one with my name.
Really?
Yeah, I get so
fuck
much
her.
of her Gmail.
Really?
Yeah. Okay,
Advice
advice, and how can I feed you? I think the thing, and you already do this, but I would encourage you to, don't lose it, is being conscious and intentional about self-improvement and about growth and not trying to do too much at once. But I think for me, I was really scared of it because I was scared of like pulling back the layers and what I'd find there, especially related to the divorce. And so I like really shut down feelings and was just like, no, I'm fine. And it's just also like, I feel like I'm a rom-com cliche, but it's so true. Like I 100% did that. And so my advice to you is like when you're going through big life things, disappointments or excitements, that you're in it and paying attention to how you feel. And then when you don't know how you feel, that you're like figuring that out with a therapist or with your friends and like being a part of the process of life versus being like a passenger. I feel like I was a passenger for a long time. And then in the last few years, I've been like, oh, no, this is my life. I get to make these decisions. But I think you're in the conductor seat, but don't get distracted. Just try to go off the rails real quick. Okay? Okay, little baby tie. Yo, baby tie. Hey, baby tie.
Oh, what?
Oh, it was all a bad dream, baby. That's right. You can go back to your cupboard where you live.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And then you'll never beat me. But why would you want to? I'm one of your closest friends. Am I? If you were to rank your best friends, where am I?
1, 2.
Oh my God! I can't even believe
3.
Wow.
Solid 4.
Wow.
Solid 4.
You're like number 22 for me, so this is really embarrassing.
That's great. Solid 4 is. I think 4 is good. Think 4's good? Sorry, dog.
No, you're 22 on my list, so
That's good.
yeah.
Who are the other ones?
Oh, well, there's Trish and Michael, Colin, Lydia, Bertram.
Can't forget about Bertram.
No, well, especially those teeth.
I mean, those teeth. He's British.
Oh, worldly.
I like to imagine. All right. Do you want to
Anything to plug?
Anything?
You know, it's sad. I don't think I have anything to plug right now. I'm in between things. I do comedy wrestling sometimes, or I contribute to this one organization that does comedy wrestling in town, and it's called Fight Opera. And they have our next show is on October 22nd. And so, if you enjoy wrestling, you enjoy some sick slams and violence, this is a fun event, and you can find more information online. Just do like Fight Opera Wrestling Austin.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love you.
Oh my God. I love you too.
It's the first time I've said it.
I know, Tyler, I will tell you this. You're one of my very best friends.
Yeah.
I know. I was scared too. You know why? Because I think you're top 3, baby. Yeah.
Top 3.
Top 3.
It's
One
pretty
day I'll
good.
get there.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, it's some of my oldest friends. I can't put you
mine
first.
is Jesus,
Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Tyler.
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 Hell yeah. All right. Appreciate you. Thanks
Yeah.
for being on.
Okay, well, let's head to the bedroom.
Lovely.